Hello bros, I'm Michael Fix Zero, Profile Production, and the first part, Sakura Forest Girls 2. So, we got it before this stream. It was been, again, kind of a while since I last streamed. I mean, I have to take everything as it comes, but we are in Sakura Forest Girls 2 then. And the architecture here looks a little more Egyptian than the other architecture did. I don't remember what the other architecture was, but let's just start. But let's first check how many pictures. 6, 12, yeah, nearly 18 pictures. So let's start. I've been having a lot of nostalgic dreams lately. In my dreams, I see myself as I was 3 years ago, with my two best friends, Coco and Ayana. Well, I can't really start it in any other way than having some backstory. But I won't count this picture because we had it on Sakura Forest Girls 1, so... Anyway. The three of us used to be inseparable. We were born in the same village and whiled away our days together. We vowed to always be friends no matter what. But then disaster struck. Our village was attacked by hideous slimy monsters, the likes of which I'd never seen before. Our home were ruined, personal affection lost, our food supplies devoured. Nobody was hurt during the attack, but our people were scattered. Coco and her family disappeared. Since that day, their whereabouts has been a mystery. Ayana and I vowed we would try to find her when we became old enough to leave our village. We waited until we both reached our 21st year, then set off on the journey. We've been searching for Coco for several months now. It's in unfamiliar villages and unfamiliar forests. During our travels, we met a strange merchant called Mika. She was particularly taken with Ayana's hair, and she traded us a fancy-looking trinket in exchange for Ayana's white tresses. After securing locks of Ayana's hair, she then pointed us in the direction of a woman who could aid us in our quest, the mysterious witch Maya. Ayana and I tried to enlist Maya's help, but Maya was stubborn. She refused to aid us unless we offered her something of equal value. Ayana had no choice but to capitulate to Maya's demands for a brief spell. The pair of us lived with her. We performed any number of menial household chores for Maya's sake in an attempt to win her favor. At one point I even had to let myself be used as a share. They're particularly in dignity still smarts. But it all worked out in the end. Eventually Maya realized how serious Ayana and I were about finding Coco, and she agreed to help us. She had Ayana and I partake in a ritual during which she asked the spirits to divine Coco's location. The spirits pointed us in the direction of a village located deep in the woods, and that is where I'm now headed. I determined to find Coco again. I'm sure I'll be able to do it. Now I have both Ayana and Maya to help me. I think that was it said. Actually, I can check. Yeah, to help me. I'm sure there'll be a touching reunion once Ayana and I see Coco again. We both rush forth to embrace her as we did many times in the past, all three of us smiling. It'd be like the passing years never happened. My journey will come to a close and my dreams will have come true. I can hardly wait. So I guess that's the last line of introduction there. Okay, one thing. If we see pictures that we have seen in the Sakura Forest Girls 1, we're gonna skip those pictures and continue reading until we find a picture we have not seen before. I think that's worth saying. I can't quite say what will happen after our reunion. Perhaps Ayana and I will return to our village with Coco, or perhaps she will decline our offer. There's every chance the Coco and her family have put down roots in a new village somewhere. Coco might not want to stay with us, but I'm prepared to accept her decision. I only want to know if she's alright. Then I should be able to move on with my own life. I want to spend my future with... Well, in Sakura Force Girls Fun, we chose Ayana as our love interest, so of course we're gonna choose that now to continue the story as it was. Ayana. She is my dear childhood friend and I adore her more than I can express. In fact, I think we may have been more than friends now. We actually kissed and we even... Well, I shouldn't focus on that too much. Actually, I tried for a couple of hours to actually get the picture where you actually got both of them. Trust me, that was hard. Very, very hard. I'm not even sure I did it. Because it's incredibly hard to pick the right choices to get both. Because I always try to unlock every single picture once I'm done. And, well, that's not easy always. I can't afford to let idle musings distract me. Not when I'm so close to accomplishing my goal. We should be at our destination soon. That was Maya been telling us in any event, but I'm starting to get restless. How much longer is she expecting us to walk? Hey, Maya. All alone behind Maya, my soul slapping against the uneven ground. Are we nearly there yet? Patience, my little warrior. We should be there soon. That's what you said an hour ago. And now we are precisely 1 hour closer to our destination than we were before. That is something to celebrate. Don't pout there. You ruin your pretty face. Maya pokes me in the cheek and I pout. I've been trekking through the forest with Maya and Ayana for the last 6 days or so. We headed to a village presided over by a princess called Aerie. Yeah, something. Where Coco is supposedly staying. To get to this village, we need to navigate our way along uneven dirt tracks, which wend through tall trees. The village is quite a distance away, but I'm suppose it could be worse. The distance we need to cover is manageable, even if the journey itself is tedious and we haven't run into any major obstacles. I've been hunting fish, rabbits for us to eat, which Ayana skins and cooks. We pass intermittently at streams and rivers to bathe, and at night Maya constructs a tent for us to sleep in with her magic. Having Maya around awfully convenient. Her powers mitigate the need to sleep under the stars. Back when I was just Ayana and we had to take shelter where we could find it, and when we couldn't, we had to sleep on the dirt. I'm grateful for Maya's presence. Goodness me, your cheeks are so soft I could pinch them for all eternity. But she as irritating as she is useful. She never passes up on a chance to tease me, and she way too touchy-feely. Hey, knock Maya's hands aside, pouting. Stop pinching my cheeks, it hurts. Perhaps it does, but it hurts even more when you rebuff my advances. Don't be so cold, Yaja. Maya clings to my arm, her voluptuous chest pushed up against me. My arm has a bit of muscles to it, thanks to my years spent practicing with the spear, but it's no match for Maya's impressive assets. My arms have been swallowed up by ample cleavage. Stop clinging to me. I don't exist for your amusement, you know. Are you quite sure about that there? I'm sure. Now get off. Oh dear. My buds. Do you truly dislike my company? Please don't say that my affections... Don't say that my affections are bothering you. Yes, they are bothering me. We never reach our destination if you cling to me like this. We're losing valuable time. I will be fine there. Like I said, we're almost there. And like I said, you said that an hour ago. And I stand by what I said. We should get to our destination well before sundown. So before then, why don't we indulge in our desires? We might as well while we still have the chance. Our hands will be full with searching for Coco. I fear once we arrive in Ares village, so please fill your hands with my body while you have the chance. My soft mount squash against me, sending a chill down my spine. I don't want to react to her provocations, but my, how you stiffened. Your back is straight and narrow, and your teeth are gritted. Don't look so pained, dear. I'm not trying to hurt you. I just want to make you feel good. Let me ease your suffering. Yeah, right. Scout. You could never ease any of my suffering. You're the one making me suffer. Now get off. I mean it. I push at Maya with a bit more force, and this time she relents. She steps back, pouting, and peers at me. I see you're stubborn as always. Not even my honeyed words can win you over, nor my curvaceous figure. Oh well, it's your loss. That's quite an amusing diversion, but we really must be on our way. Let's stop wasting time. I thought you wanted to get to the village quickly, dear. I'm wasting time. Here's to myself studying by the injustice of this accusation. I need to remind you that you were the one rubbing your chest against my arm. Perhaps I was, but how can I help myself when your face turns so red at the slightest provocation? You only have yourself to blame my behavior. I would not be acting thus if you weren't so lovely. Alright, that does it. Don't try to pin your wanton libido on me, you... Yes? What am I? You she-devil. A she-devil, am I? I suppose that's not an inaccurate assessment. We witches are often compared to devils. Now, you two. Anna, my softly spoken childhood friend, pipes up, her blue eyes soft with concern. Please don't fight. We are supposed to be working together. Let us put our difference aside and make up, alright? Anna is right. Let's make friends, shall we, Yaja? About. You can't trick me. I know you want to be more than just friends. My. Was it that obvious? You're incredibly obvious. Well, I guess that makes you trustworthy. You did help us look for Coco, and you've done a good job leading us through the forest, so I guess I can forgive you for your nastier habits. I don't want us to argue either. I'm glad to hear it. Maya beams then gives Ayana a thumbs up. Thank you for smoothing things over there. You would make a wonderful negotiator. I'm not so sure about that. I don't like talking very much, and when I do, I trip over my words. I'm a poor orator, but thank you. Don't mention it. You really are a darling. You need to do something about your low self-esteem, though. The 3 hours resume my journey through the woods. The grass sways about my feet, while the leaves overhead shifts in the breeze. Trees tower about us, tall and proud. The mosaic of the sky can see through the leaves. Overhead is bright and blue, the sun bright and golden. It's a lovely day. I wonder what area the village will be like. Will it be at all similar to the village Ayana and I grew up in? I hope the people there will be friendly, but there are no guarantees. What if they turn us away? I look at Maya and Ayana. They're a bit worse to fear after our journey. Their hair messy, their clothes rumpled. I'm sure look much the same. We've been debating where we can, but It's hard to stay spick and span when we're traveling through the woods. Now I'm starting to worry. Maybe we should find a river and wash ourselves before continuing. Oh? Maya glances at me from over her shoulder. That's an unusual suggestion coming from you. I thought you were determined to get there as quick as our feet can carry us. That was the idea, yes. But first impressions are important. We need to look as reputable as possible when we arrive at the princess village. I don't want to risk being turned away because we look dirty. That's a good point. I was going to suggest it myself, actually. It has been a few days since I lost bait and I feel awfully grimy. Me too. I have no complaints. Very good. Maya grins. Fortunately, I believe there's a river not so far away. Let's make haste. Maya leads Ayana and I through the forest. Her stride is purposeful and she keeps her head held high. For a reclusive witch who spent many years holed away inside her home, granting occasional wish to travel, she sure seems to know the way around. She must be familiar with this part of the forest. Did she canvass it in her youth before she had achieved such notoriety? Notoriety? I suppose that's how you pronounce it. What was Maya like before she became a full-fledged witch? Now that's an interesting thought. I can't imagine Maya as anything less than she is now. Proud, confident, and supremely boastful. She looks and acts like one perfectly at ease in her own skin. In that sense, she the direct opposite of Ayana. Fortunately, this forest hasn't changed much since my girlhood. It is very easy to navigate. If my memory serves me well, the river should be past the trees and then my leads Ayana into a clearing. The trees are thinner here, allowing the golden sunlight to spill onto the grass. Stretching before us is a river. Its waters are clear and crystalline, and they ripple mysteriously. The riverbed is studded with rocks which breaks through the relative shallow surfaces of the water. The gently flowing current breaks against these rocks and droplets of moisture trickle down their smooth sides. Trees line the river, the boats shifting in the breeze. It's a picturesque location, but that's not why I'm staring. My, I did not suspect this. We're not alone. Okay, one thing before we end this episode. She looks like some kind of fire witch. As well, I guess. But that does mean that's all I have for Sakura Forest Girls 2 this time then. So hit like and subscribe. I'll see you next time. Bye bye.